Ladies and gentlemen, the Wizard here. As you know by now, that election day is just around the corner, and soon it'll be time to cast our ballot and select the candidate who will become the President of the United States. And I know that a lot of you, including myself, do not like Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump at all. And Gary Johnson's not all that great either. And for those who had voted for Bernie Sanders, well, Bernie is no longer in the running, and he made it clear that he does not want to be written in. So if you're looking for real change, you're still looking for that alternative, we have one very worthy candidate, and she's absolutely amazing. Her name is Dr. Jill Stein of the Green Party. Her platform is very similar to Bernie Sanders, only she takes our movement to the next level. It takes it even further. She walks the talk and walks the walk, while the other candidates are just basically all talk and no real substance, no action. So if you're sick and tired of the same old broken promises, or the same old promises are being made over and over and over again, and then nothing gets done, then let's pick someone who's willing to get the job done. Let's pick someone who's ready to hit the ground running, shake up the status quo for peace, and people, and planet. And that's the platform for the Green Party. So I recommend Dr. Jill Stein and her running mate, Ajamu Baraka. Baraka, who's running as the vice president, is a champion for human rights. And we need these people in office, big time. So we could do what we can to create a better future for kids, grandkids, and generations yet to come. A vote for Clinton, Trump, or even Johnson is more like a vote for totalitarianism, or worse, Armageddon. And certainly we do not need to turn our world into a dystopian state, or in this case, into a barren wasteland planet. We don't need that. We want to create a world as healthy for future generations. And Dr. Jill Stein, true progressive, and if you have a question for her, you can just go to like a Facebook page and you have an issue that you want to bring up and it needs to be addressed, I'm sure she'd be very happy to address that issue in depth. But down below my screen here are some links. There's just some sample video of her platform and the campaign. Like I said before, she walks the talk and walks the walk. She's taken part in rallies and other events, solidarity events, and so she connects with the people. And this is who we need. We need a leader that's for the people, and a governing body that is of, by, and for the people. You know, boycott the corporate media. They don't even amount to a hill beam, okay? Now boycott all the major news networks and go to the internet and turn on to like Democracy Now, or you have like I got Dish TV, I think you have Democracy Now. Go to that. That's where you can get some real news, real journalism. You know, boycott all the major networks, because all they're really doing is feeling like a horse pucky, and they're basically trying to downplay an issue or sugarcoat it with a PR spin and propaganda. Avoid the propaganda and boycott all the major news networks, and just go to some outlets where they have real journalism, such as Democracy Now. That's just one of the legitimate news sources. But anyway, I recommend Dr. Jill Stein to be our next President of the United States. And just think, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Jill Stein and Ajamu Baraka, when they do win and become our next leaders, they'll be first in history. Not only be the first for the Green Party to lead the nation, but Dr. Jill Stein would be our first woman president, and Ajamu Baraka to become the first African American vice president, and this is great. And these two are championing for environmental and human rights. This is what we need. This is what our nation and our planet desperately needs. So if you're looking for someone who is worthy, I recommend Dr. Jill Stein. Click onto these links, view the video, including the Green Party convention. And you can see the difference between the Green Party and all the other parties. The Republican and Democratic conventions were just nothing more than a little hoopla. Pomp and circumstance, very little or no substance. With the Green Party, you can see there's a lot of substance, as Dr. Jill Stein and Ajamu Baraka address the issues in depth, in detail. So if you're looking for real change, tired of the same old status quo, then I recommend Dr. Jill Stein. Cheers.